Hey there, everybody. I'm Alexis Ward, and this is 12 Faces Psychology. If this is your first time here, I hope that you will subscribe and hit the bell so that you'll be notified of my future videos. All right, so today's video is going to be about spiritual, existential exhaustion. Because let's face it, it's heavy out there. It's really heavy. And I think that most of us are coming to realize that this is going to be a marathon and not a sprint. And we're going to have to conserve our energy and really, really be attentive to our own balance in order to come through this in a peaceful and from a space of equanimity. So I'm going to offer you 6 tips today to work with your own sense of spiritual exhaustion. And that can be physical, but it also can be emotional and psychological because we are all feeling really drained right now by this process. You know, in order for something new to be born, something else has to die. And right now we are going through and experiencing the death of the planet as we know it. We're going through the death throes of all of these archaic social structures, all of these unhealthy, outdated, no longer working for us things are dying right before our eyes. But in that death, there's a lot of tumultuous upheaval. There's a lot of uncertainty because all we're watching is something dying. We don't yet have a clear vision of what may be born out of the ashes of this. We don't yet have a clear vision of the new world that we may want to create. So it's a very draining time energetically, and it can be a time that provokes a sense of hopelessness, which is in and of itself draining. So these 6 tips are really about focusing back into yourself and maintaining a good reserve of energy during this probably multi-year process. All right, so the first one is deceptively simple, and that is to prioritize rest. And that doesn't necessarily mean sleeping, although definitely be getting enough sleep. But that means, you know, a lot of us right now are probably doing a ton of stuff. I know some people are getting to rest more during this period, but most of us are grinding harder than we've ever grinded before. Whether that's just attending to your own physical needs, you know, trying to get your exercise in, trying to get some kind of socializing in, trying to work and produce things for the world that are going to be helpful to humanity, that are going to assist in this birthing process. It's a lot of stuff to juggle. It's a lot of things to maintain, especially if you have children or you're taking care of an elder parent or whatever you've got going on in your particular unique situation. If you are grinding too hard right now and you are leaving yourself behind in some way and your body is like, help, I need a break, prioritize rest. That might mean sleeping. It might mean integrating a nap into your schedule. It might mean recognizing, hey, today I'm not going to go to my power vinyasa class. I'm instead going to just sit on the couch and chill for a minute because my body is requesting that. So prioritize rest in whatever that way that means for you, because this is a marathon, not a sprint, and we need to pace ourselves. Okay, number 2 is ground yourself. Now, there's a lot of high energy coming to the planet right now, a lot of astrological explanations for what's going on in that department, but it's a time when you can become easily ungrounded. So you're going to need to take extra measures to keep yourself here and grounded and in your body. And that's going to fill up your energy tank a lot. If you get too vata, you get too out there in the ethers, you're going to realize that your energy is running low. So doing stuff like eating things that's grounding, according to whatever your dietary and ethical principles around that are. But maybe you need some chocolate. Maybe you need some red meat. What's your body asking for? Tune into that and ask your body what it needs, because it'll probably have an answer for that question. And that can also be what things you're ingesting media-wise. You know, maybe you need to just check out for a minute and watch some reality TV, watch a funny movie. Instead of watching that 5th conspiracy theory documentary, maybe you need to just do something light, something fun that can rejuvenate you. Maybe you need to go be in nature. Whatever it is, that's that human stuff that takes care of this physical vehicle. Do that, okay? Prioritize that, get in touch with that, and ground yourself. All right, the third thing is take a break from trying to figure it out. I think you kind of all know what I mean here. Everybody's scrambling, looking for information. Is it this narrative? Is it the Q people? Is it Trump? Is it the Democrats? Is it Black Lives Matter? Like, how do we put all these threads together and weave a tapestry of what's actually going on? But too much information is going to put you in overload, right? It's going to fry your hard drive. So you need to take a step back from time to time. Stop ingesting information. Whatever your source of information is, sometimes you got to just kink that hose and give yourself a chance to integrate what you've already learned and to just chill and be in your immediate environment. Recognize what you actually see in your life. Connect with people you care about and stop staying so much in this mental space of trying to figure it out. Go more into that emotional place of just nurturing yourself, of just being present, of just being mindful of your own experience in the present moment. Okay. All right, now number 4 is pace yourself. This is probably the most important one. Just recognize that this is probably going to be going on for a while, and this is going to be a draining experience in which we're going to have to be constantly pivoting and readjusting our mind frame and reacting to different sets of circumstances. So make sure you are not letting your tank get all the way to E. You want to be maintaining some power reserves here. You want to stay in a relatively balanced state. So do the things you need to do to keep yourself in that state. And when you get out of balance, gently move it back, recalibrate, fine tune. Keep coming back to a more and more integrated and aligned space. Okay, now number 5 is find your tribe. If you haven't already, go seek out people who resonate with what you think is going on right now. You need to have people in your life that you feel are a safe space for you to talk about your emotional, spiritual, psychological process. This is a difficult transition that we're going through. And if you're surrounded only by people that don't see the world and what's going on in the way that you do, and you have no outlet for expressing how you feel or being validated in that experience, this is going to be a really lonely and isolating and traumatic thing. So whether that's online, whether that's in your immediate environment, however you can choose to find people that you align with, make sure that you're doing that. Make that a priority. All right, now number 6 is envision the world that you want to see. We don't want to lose sight of that. We do not want to lose sight of what we're trying to do and accomplish and where we're trying to go right now. We're here to harmonize. We are here to bring a sense of balance and a vision of a peaceful future, a vision of a planet where we are all able to express our unique differences in a way that is a harmonic balance and not an out of balance polarity struggle. It's not a power struggle, it's a harmony, it's an appreciation of all differences. So envision that world. Use your third eye, use your capability to envision what you want to see and what you want to bring to this planet. And keep that hope alive, keep that vision alive, because that's what's going to carry you through this ultimately, is a sense of purpose and knowing about what's possible after the deconstruction of all that has been, to know what is possible that we might build here, that we might create as a beautiful future together. So keep that in mind. It's your primary motivation moving through this whole process. And do everything that you need to do to keep your tank full, because we're going to be here in this uncomfortable zone for some time. All right, I hope this video has helped you today and that you will come back and see my future videos and keep your energy up. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.